Welcome to Just Talking About Jesus. I'm Jan Johnson, a seasoned believer who loves relationships and, just talking about Jesus. Here you'll hear inspiring stories from a woman who went from using meth to starting a ministry in Kenya, or the man who had a life-changing encounter with someone in Home Depot, of all places, or a woman who has endured years of chronic pain after having her gallbladder, spleen, and pancreas removed. Every conversation goes deep into how God has changed lives and brought us to a place of surrender, sharing joys, sorrows, and just life in general. We don't have to go it alone because we can go hand in hand with Jesus on our journey. Jesus desires a relationship with us, with you. He wants to know us intimately. Revelations 12:11 says, "And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony." That's what I'm talking about. The word of our testimony. Just talking about Jesus. Join us each week.
And when things don't go right, that doesn't mean like it's already like done. Like you just don't quit right there. You just you gotta just keep going, keep going. And you in this life, we're kids on a bike, all right? Kids on a bike with no training wheels. And when we fall, what are we gonna do? Sit there and cry for a while, forever, and then we get up, try again, get up, ride the bike again, And we use our Father, and we can have our Father help us, and He's the Father that holds on to handlebars and let us ride all the way down the street, and us not noticing it. They're like, "Hey, son, look what you're doing."
Hey there, my friends. Welcome to episode 80 of Just Talking About Jesus. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Jan Johnson, your host. I'm glad you're joining us, and I hope that by the end of this show, you feel encouraged and strengthened. And if so, please like and subscribe. And come back again. It's people like you that make this a great show. On your life journey, have you ever made a decision that changed your life? One that brought enormous consequences? I know I sure have. Maybe even more than one. Life can be going along swimmingly, and then you make a decision that seems good at the time, but takes you down a long, dark path. This is what happened with Lovatta Scott. Let's listen to his story. Hey everybody, welcome to me. I'm just talking about Jesus. I have my buddy Lavaudus Scott here with me. Hi, Lavaudus.
Hey, how you doing, Jan? What's going on? How you doing?
Good. Just some things have happened in your life since our first episode, which I believe was episode 2, way back and pre-YouTube.
Yeah, pre-YouTube.
Just the audio during that time, but yeah. And that was just about your testimony of how you came to the Lord and all of that stuff, which was good. And then your new wife at that time.
Oh, yes.
Too.
Liz.
Yeah.
Hi, Liz.
Beautiful wife, Liz.
Yes.
That, joined us with that one. But so you had an event happen not too long ago, and I think maybe you want to share it with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, thank you for anyone that's watched the video of me on episode 2. Yeah, even my family from back home. It was awesome to, get y'all support from that and share the testimony with the family that don't have access to stuff like that. So back in 2024, back in January, me and my wife, we were experimenting with things. And it just, it's just one of those things that you have as a couple. It's like, hey, what things we want to do to spice up a relationship, because, it's something that God created and He wanted to, make sure that we were locked in. And we created different things okay, we can do this, we can do that, we can do this. And one of my ideas, it ended up going very, very south. I ended up trying one of these drinks that were in a cannabis store. And, in Oregon, cannabis is legal. So I was like, okay, I can try this when I'm going to be at home and I'm not going to be out and about or anything like that. And I can try it in privacy of my home and, spice things up in our marriage. So we did that, and I actually was the only one that wanted to try it. So actually, the day before, before I dropped, I tried the drink. I had some gummies.
Mm.
So these gummies had no
Mhm.
effect on me at all, no effect at all on me. And I was like, okay, it's just like eating regular gummies. I didn't feel anything. So that's when the next day I ended up trying that drink, and the drink pretty much like was night and day from the gummies. It was like a very, very, very bad reaction to it. I ended up like going like ballistic, and it ended up like it was like the scariest thing I ever had done. I mean, like experienced in my life
Are you
because
gonna tell me you don't recommend this?
no, absolutely not. I mean, if you don't do any kind of marijuana or anything like that related, I highly do not recommend. I mean, and I actually even drunk. Like I drank like a beer, or a little bit of alcohol from time to time, and it was like way more potent than that. It caused me to like not even remember what I was doing, and I was crashing out, and I was going upstairs and downstairs, and my wife was trying her best to control me and cause me to, calm down, but nothing worked. The police and the fire station came out to our house, I believe she said, and it was just like a very, very terrible time that, ended up being like a quiet night between two people private in our home to the public getting involved. The neighbors were involved. They was wondering what was going on with me because they knew that I did not act like this.
Mhm.
And it just caused like a whole lot of stir in the neighborhood because it was like, Lovatus does not act like that. What's
Yeah.
going on with him? What did he eat? What did he drink? And yeah, I ended up
Scary.
very scary. And then unfortunately, I ended up getting in my car and driving off somewhere. They said I drove up the street from where I live, and I ended up crashing in two unfortunate victims. And it just like, yeah, I didn't come back to normal until I was like woken up in a hospital, and it just caused a whole lot of like concern. I mean, they told me the first thing I asked was, "What's going on? Who did I crash into? Are they okay?" I don't know what happened. My mind just went haywire, and I couldn't even like put my mind back to ease, back to normal. It was a very dangerous thing to do. Yeah, and I had a few people come in. I didn't even see Liz yet. She was somewhere in the hospital. But yeah, I found out the victims were okay, both of them. The wife ended up having minor injuries. Unfortunately, the guy had his legs, you know, amputated. And yeah, it was very, very
Both
bad.
legs?
Yeah, both. I believe it was both. I still to this day don't know. I didn't try to get into it because I'll tell you about that later. But I ended up like causing this accident, and it started in the privacy of our home, and then it ended up causing, a whole lot of stir. And then, I had people that didn't know me judge me for like what had happened. And that's what social media does. They don't know if they don't know you, they're going to like automatically assume and don't get the whole 5 cents because they think that 1 penny will pretty much get them into the slot machine. But anyway, yeah, I ended up spending the night in jail that night, and my life changed. It changed a lot. It caused a whole lot of growth. Like a whole lot of growth and a whole lot of patience and a whole lot of scrutiny between people being on social media, hearing about the accident, and people are calling me. Oh my goodness, like so many calls I've gotten from the accident. And people came by my house, people from the community, people from the school, because I coach football too, and people from the church, most likely. Yeah. And they ended up asking, like, what happened? Everything's okay. And I'm glad people that came by didn't automatically judge me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't
Because that's harsh.
Yeah, definitely. And they knew me for me. That's like I set a foundation already in this small community. Usually they just run you out of town if you do something like that, but it ended up not being that. It's being the complete opposite. And people were, the kids. I'm very involved in kids, with kids ministry and also kids coaching and stuff. And they were concerned about me too and stuff. And I told them that I was okay, and they were very, very, they were praying. People were like praying, and they don't even pray like that. And it was just like a big stir. But yeah, it lasted I mean, it started in 2024, January, and the whole thing of me waiting for, my court case and all that is that it kept going, like the arraignments and things. It didn't happen. I mean, it kept going until like this year of September, and that's when everything started going down. I was looking at 12 years in prison, even though I never been in trouble in my life. But people were telling me to hire a lawyer, and this is me being new to the system and new to everything that the lawyer does and not really like understanding it all. So I had to do my homework, and it caused me to learn some things and, hire a lawyer. And he ended up giving me a great deal. And that was 2 years probation. I don't even have to do that whole 2 years. And if I'm on good behavior, which, okay, it's me. Um, and
Normally.
yes, thank you. Yes. And also, I have to do 160 hours community service, and I'm doing that now. The church and the community is helping me with that. And I had a couple grand of court costs. And also, last but not least, that this one hurt me the most, financially and lifestyle wise, is I can't drive for 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
Ooh.
That really did it because my job involves driving, my support. So they ended up laying me off because there's nothing they could do. They placed in Portland, and I had no other job to do that, with I couldn't drive. So I've been unemployed for a month now. Yeah, I mean, it's just been a different chapter. I look at this as a different chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Different chapter. And, I mean, it changed everybody. It changed people's lives that were involved. And once again, I'm sorry for the victims that were involved in it. I mean, I'm taking responsibility. Pastor pretty much told us like take responsibility for things, and that's what I did from early in the jump. I mean, even though I didn't do it intentionally,
Right.
I still took responsibility.
Still,
and even though I
yeah.
wasn't in my right mind,
Yeah.
I still took responsibility. And it's like it's becoming something that is helping me understand more things, Like one thing is I'm glad the victims are okay. And I'm okay too. I got a few minor injuries, stuff on my hands and, temporary hand injuries and stuff. But second, I just grew a lot closer to God because sometimes when you don't have anything else, and it's just God. And
you think maybe He puts us in those situations sometimes because
definitely.
of that,
Definitely. I thought my relationship with God was solid, but hey, he was like, hey, he wants to be more solid. And I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And third, it definitely helped me with my marriage. I seen Liz for who she was. She definitely stood by me the whole time. It's usually someone just run off and not even be involved with it. But even when I even told her like, hey, I can understand, even though I try to push her away because I'm like that. I'm very independent. And I told her like, hey, I can understand if this is too much for you. Like I did this as my responsibility, and I can deal with this on my own. And she was like, nope, I'm not going anywhere. So that's real love right there.
Yeah.
That's
right
a real marriage
there.
right there. So I'm very grateful for her.
Yes.
Very grateful for her.
Yeah.
And now she just drives me around everywhere. And I'm trying to get used to her driving. So pray for me, y'all. But other than that though, yeah, I'm just I'm collecting unemployment, trying to collect unemployment, and I'm gonna have surgery soon from the accident I've been in. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm just like playing the waiting game and being patient and growing a solid. I mean, my foundation with God is still solid. I was like, I didn't blame him. Like, God, why did you make this happen? Why did you didn't stop me or anything like that? I was past that. I mean, I'm glad that my relationship with God was not in jeopardy. But
what are the characteristics about God that have strengthened you?
the characteristics about God that strengthened me, I can say that patience, and when things don't go right, that doesn't mean like it's already done. Like you just don't quit right there. You just you gotta just keep going, keep going. And you in this life, we're kids on a bike. All right. Kids on a bike with no training wheels. And when we fall, what are we gonna do? Sit there and cry for a while, forever, and then we get up, try again, get up, ride the bike again, and we use our Father, and we can have our Father help us, and He's the Father that holds on to handlebars and let us like ride all the way down the street and us not noticing it. They're like, hey, son, look what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So my characteristics in that, then you guys gave me patience, gave me peace,
Mm.
understanding.
That's huge. The peace is huge.
Yes, because so many nights I haven't slept, during this time, being worried and concerned about my future. But now that, everything is set in stone and me being sentenced and I got a couple of felony counts on my record now, I mean, I'm still at peace because I know I'm a person that needs to know. I'm a person that wants to be in the know of like, especially if it has something to do with me.
Mhm.
And, after the whole sentencing thing, I was just kind of like, okay, I'm going to do this and take care of them, take care of this and let them know, my probation officer know that I'm not going to be this guy to mess up because my lifestyle wasn't already like that. So I just have to have everybody that supported me in the community, in the church to help me out with rides and stuff and,
Yeah.
finding me a job and go from there. Yeah.
What are some of your favorite scriptures?
Oh man, I got so many. There's a shirt. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You see the little eagle that my goddaughter made right here? Yes.
Aw.
Yeah, she gave me that one and Isaiah 40:31. Yeah, that's one of the ones. That's why she got the eagle right there because I kind of,
Eagle's wings.
yes, the
Yeah.
eagle's wings. You give your wings like eagles. That's one. That's like number 5. I got a top 5. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. Number 4 will probably be Ephesians 4:32. Be kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another. Father Christ forgave you. Because, yeah, I mean, that right there, I mean, people need love, need niceness. People don't have people to talk to. And it's very limited these days, especially with everybody turning their opinions into facts on social media. So you kind of like, hey, yeah, this is an opinion. You just got to say it with love, though. Be kind in this and stuff.
Mm.
Anybody can say, oh, yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with this. So I'm not going to like you. I mean, people going to love red and you like blue. And honestly, bring them colors together, make it purple. Okay. All right. So number 3 is definitely going to be Proverbs 3:5-6. That's the classic one. It's trust in the Lord and all your heart, lean not by your own understanding. And all person always ways make your path straight. Because he's did that. He's definitely done that in my life. I trusted in him and I thought I was looking at prison time and ended up not being prison time. I forgot to actually mention I also spent like 4 weekends in jail.
Mm.
And, yeah, it was like 12 days in jail I had to do, and people there treated me nice. And yeah, it wasn't great, but, I mean, it was
Yeah.
just, yeah, something I had to do, and it went smooth, So I trusted in the Lord throughout the whole stuff. Yeah. And my number 2 one, I'm just going to have to, it's like number 1. I know what number 1 is and I know what number 2 is, but it's kind of like topsy-turvy. So yes.
Depends on which day it is as to which one's which.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That one right there. The Psalms 23. I just have to understand that he's with me. And, walking through the like valley of the shadow of death, the whole Psalms 23. That right there is just like, I'm a sheep. I'm a black lamb. That's how I look at myself. I'm different, and I picture him just coming down and he just like, he's grabbing me, even though I'm different, even though like very like jovial, very outgoing and stuff. And, not like people out here in the Oregon community, he still like loves me for me. And he just reaches out to me. And actually, let me show you this picture. It was on the album cover that I had. Yes, I don't know if everybody can see this, but
Oh, I'll add a picture.
yes.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
it's Jesus basically looking out, reaching out for a black
Yeah.
lamb. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screenshot it.
Mhm. And that number 1 right there, I see this verse everywhere, even on a clock. Okay. It's Matthew 6:33. Seek the kingdom first and its righteousness, and all things be added to you. It tells me not to chase after everything because I'm independent. I'm very independent, so sometimes it's kind of like
You used to be.
Yeah, yes. I still have an independent mind, Jared. Even when you're married, you're still kind of like, I got to do this on my. Yeah, I mean, I want to have some independent. But anyway, that's what I'm saying is go after what you need and separate your needs and your wants. Because if you go after if you put your wants in your need category, like, oh, I need a job, or I need some money, or I need a car, or I need like, a house or something like, no, put that in the want category, not in the need category, because God will give you all that you need, because God is all you need. And if you seek him first in his righteousness, which I've been doing, all things be added to you. Here I was, I've been unemployed for a month now, and somehow, some way, we have more than enough money to take care of us, even though I've been without a job for a whole month. And but this is this morning. I was like, what? We have this much money?
Yeah.
I didn't work for a month. And yeah, God took care of us.
Yeah.
And we just steady seeked him. We pray before we eat, pray before we go to bed, have a little devotion. And that's why that's number one.
Yeah. Seeking him first. Oh my goodness. I mean, and he's your provider. He is Jehovah Jireh, the provider of,
Mm-hmm.
And again, he's going to provide what we need, not just what we want all the time. He's going to make sure you've got enough food to eat. He's going to make sure that you've got whatever, a dry roof over your head. And
mm-hmm. Yeah, especially in this Oregon weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting around that time when the time got darker, how they do the little time thing, and all of a sudden it's just
yes, time changes.
Yes, and it's raining, and Oregon weather doesn't know how to make
many more days do we have?
I don't know, but
It is.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's time to evaluate what your skills are and what other things that you've learned along the way that maybe could work into another profession or type of thing. You got time on your hands, maybe you're going to volunteer and do some things that, meet some people you didn't know before.
Definitely.
Have some relationships that you hadn't had before,
Definitely.
Just because you have time, to do that. And maybe you want to start writing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I got some things written down already, so
right there. You could be writing a devotional or something. So tell us about your music.
Oh, yes. Well, I've been on a hiatus from music, ever since the accident. And my music is like something I've been like love to do like ever since I was young. But when I was younger, of course, I was into secular music because, it was just pretty much all I knew. And, Christian rap wasn't really the thing to, talk about. I felt like I would be lame for that. But the more you grow and the more your brain develops, you find out that, hey, this is all about Jesus. This is all about what's going on in your walk with Jesus and you being a good, faithful servant. So I switched that up when I got baptized in South Carolina. And yeah, my music's been there ever since. I got a couple of albums out now. One is called Black Lamb, the one I showed you. And I did that about a few years ago. And it has some great songs on there. Definitely worth checking out if you wanted to hear about like how my life was at the beginning before I became, Lavaudus today. And also the other album, the latest one I've let it out was Soul Food for Thought. Basically, it's a mixture of soul, in your soul, and then food for thought, because, God gives you that food, and as you read, every scriptures and things, and you want that, you need that to feed your soul. So there's beautiful songs about that, and also relating into my marriage with me and Liz, and temptation, and all that stuff that people go through in their life daily. Yeah, so that's what basically Soul Food Thought is about, like a real walk with God, not something that you just like post and like, hey, I'm going to church this Sunday, and then you're back to your normal reality. It's nothing like that. And also, yes, if you like just hearing music in the background, I have a beat album out too. I put out like around like a year ago or so. So not a year ago, it was like 2023. Yeah, it had to be 2023. So yeah, if you like to just hear music and chill, then I got music on. I mean, just instrumental. So yeah, I got that too.
So now that you've had your hiatus, it's got time on your hands, time to get back into it. And what kind of things will you do? What are some little sparks?
Oh my goodness, I'm glad you talked about this, because I want to kind of get your perspective on this, because you're a very wise lady. So with that being said, I've already made it. I didn't make it, but I pretty much written the album already. It's called, PTSD. And basically it's like, It's called, and PTSD is not for the regular post-traumatic syndrome, none of that. But it's like pep talks sabotages doubt.
Oh.
So with that being said, it's a album about a male role model and, his counterpart, which is younger. And this is actually kind of like relating to me and my nephew in a sense. Do you remember my nephew when he was here? It was like in 2019.
Just briefly.
Yes, he was here, and it was me trying to like look after my nephew, trying to get him to graduate from high school, and he coming up here to try to make his life better. And yeah, that's what the album pretty much talks about. It's like from the beginning where I'm pretty much like yelling at him like, "Hey, you think that you all this and all that?" And yeah, I'm gonna let you know that hey, this is not where it's gonna go down. And then when things calm down and simmer down, I just pretty much tell him like, "Hey, I love you, I care about you, and I want to be there for you and make sure that you're okay, And what we're gonna do is grow together. This is not me telling you what to do. It's me growing together with you, because I need Jesus just as much as you do.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. He ended up getting baptized here, and that's how the album goes too. He's like, throughout the whole album, we're going through, situations and, things that the teenagers go through, and we grow throughout the whole album. And at the end of the last song on the album is called Church Jig, and it's just us dancing at church and, celebrate. So yeah, that's the album I'm thinking about coming out with. So
So you were able to mentor him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It was great.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was, I know.
Overall.
I know.
Overall, it
Talking
was
about a teenager.
yes, overall it was great. It's something I learned, and it's something that he learned, and now he's back home thriving. Back home thriving. It's like
And
he's
he might
thriving.
not have been otherwise.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have not have graduated. He would have got into some trouble and would have been involved with the wrong friends.
Yeah.
So now he's like the leader down there.
Yeah.
His name is David for a reason.
Yeah. And so, with you and Liz are not able to have kids. But you kind of have filled that with being a coach.
Yes.
Tell me about your kids and your coaching and, how you feel like maybe you might impact them.
Oh man, those kids, I treat them like they're my own sons. We went against the Napa in football like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
our
no.
last game.
No.
She threw that area.
About my territory.
Yeah, they had to go down, but hey, they had us for a minute though. First 3 quarters, y'all had us like the first 3 quarters, y'all just up and y'all beating us, and then it was just something that in me that told them like again got a timeout. I was like, hey, you can do this, y'all got this, and I gave it like a Ray Lewis type inspired speech, and it ended up like lighting a fire underneath them, and they just. And then on a serious note, I ended up, I was just like, I broke down. I actually cried in front of them a little bit, had a few tears come out saying how proud I was of them because this year has been like one of the worst years of my life. And I hate the fact that, things went down the way it did. And this right here is a bright spot. And you guys did like so well. And I mean, I'm glad that you responded the way that, I'm just proud of you guys. I love you guys. Like I've told every kid, like, I love you guys like y'all my own sons, okay? So I look at y'all. Y'all my boys. And it ended up like, a couple of them were like, thank you, coach. And all of that is like, remember the Titans all over again. But those boys,
part of the thing too is just when you think you're going to go out and do this, it's kind of for them, but it's not. It is a two-way street. When you are out giving yourself, they end up giving back to you too, and it is a two-way. It's not just a one-way street.
Yes, they definitely teach me a lot. Be patient, and also, and they listen. And if you motivate them the way that God provides me with the talent to do that, because God, I thank God for all of this. God is the reason for all of this, and they respond, it's like, two-way street, I learn stuff from them, and it's like, hey, if I'm wrong about something when I'm coaching, they correct me, and I'm like, cool, that's cool, man. I'm not going to act like I'm perfect and better than anybody, but yeah, I got gifts from them. A whistle with my name on it. I even got a card right there.
That's a big whistle. That's your name on there.
Yeah, so it was it's kind of big, yeah. And one of them gave me a card on the refrigerator saying, thank you for all the things you helped me do. And they gave me a little coffee cup with the Warrington W on it. And there's another kid that said that he's going to write a letter to me and pretty much appreciate me. So yeah, those kids, man, I love them so much, and I'm glad that I do what I do. I enjoy it too, and I mean, money is not even a thing when it comes to stuff like that because you get joy from it. And I
Right.
tell everybody, I want you to find what you love. Please find what you love because if you do, then it will change your life in a sense where you want to dedicate it to God first, and then you just keep your mental straight, because these are hard times for the world right now. Hard times for the country. But if you spend more time in your hobby, which I'm going to do now with my album, it will it'll make you flourish and make you, not even like worry about things, because God tells us not to worry about things. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's definitely a difference maker. And I really recommend you guys do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to see what God's gonna do with you, and,
Man.
anybody out there, good job. That doesn't require lifting.
Yes. A
Right
job that does
now.
prayerfully my the medical stuff goes through and I have the surgery with on the hernia and make sure that, because right now I can't really lift and I can't stand on my feet longer than 2 hours. And right now I'm just waiting for the paperwork. Y'all know how that goes with the
Yeah.
unemployment and the health stuff and during the whole government shutdown. It's gonna just take a long time, and I'm already patient, but it's just the fact that is, it's just got to wait for it to happen. So
Yeah.
if anybody know about anything that I can do that can, bring a little a little funds to the house, I appreciate it. I'm a very dedicated worker. I mean, I've been at my job like at Alsco for 6 years.
Yeah.
And before that, the Lincare with them been a few years, and I heard about Alsco and decided to go. So these jobs that I've been to, I mean, I've been committed, and people like me.
Like that.
God, that's why.
Why did that smile?
Yes. So, yeah, help a brother out.
Yeah. Yeah, so good, so good. Alright, anything else you wanna add?
Yeah, definitely. I just like anybody that needs time to needs someone to talk to, courage. I mean, I can like Jen. I'm gonna circle back to that question. I can, listen. I mean, I can be a listener. I'm not a person that just like, hey, I'm gonna give you advice and then you go somewhere. No, I can. I'm gonna listen to understand you. So if you want to contact me on Facebook, my name is Lovatta Scott, Lavaudus, and we can chat on there and we can, yeah, because I got time on my hands. So if you need someone to talk to without paying for a therapy session, then yeah, because of tough times, then I'm your man. All right. So
And you like sports.
yeah, football's on right now. Go Bills because I don't like the Chiefs. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, if I never coached basketball before or any other kind of thing, but I haven't coached football before either before I'm moving out here. And they just hey, just go out here and encourage the kids, and I did. And now look at me now. I
Yeah.
mean, they say I'm a great coach. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so anything, hey, if you guys need help and y'all can help me with the ride there and back, then yeah, definitely I can help you with your coaching. Why not?
Right. Right.
So
Perfect.
anything.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I see good things for you, and I will put links in the show notes for all of your contacts, your music, and all of that stuff so that you can fill yourself with Lavaudus.
Yeah, it's filled with Jesus.
It's filled with Jesus.
So yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
goes, right?
Yeah, singing about Jesus.
Mhm,
Not just talking
definitely.
about it, we're singing about
Oh,
it.
gotta sing about him. I mean, shoot, gotta do it.
Got it. Okay, Lavaudus, thank you.
All right, thank y'all.
What I love about Lavaudus' story is that he and his wife kept their eyes on Jesus. He took steps of repentance, understood that no matter what, God was going to be with them and take them through this shadow of death. He would come through to the other side, richer and stronger in his faith. The music used in this episode is from Lavaudus' albums. You can find them on Spotify and YouTube. Links are in the show notes. Some of us, and maybe you, are already thinking about Christmas. I know it's not Thanksgiving yet even, but For those of you that like to read a good romance, kind of like on the order of a Hallmark movie, my book, Mistletoe at Christmas Tree Lodge, is available now at a 25% discount and free shipping on my website, jan-johnson.com. So take a look, head on over there, see what you think. And if you live locally, give me a little heads up and I will deliver one to you. With that, I thank you so much for listening. I look forward to being with you again next week, and be blessed.
Y'all heard about the little lemon fleeces white as snow? And y'all already know how that story's told. Now you're gonna hear about the lemons black as coal. Cindy had a little lemon fleeces black as coal. I can take this song a whole lot of direction, so let me steer y'all to the right destination. Like a GPS, like those are my initials, but it's LDS, no Latter-day Saint. I'm official. Mama was a Rolling Stone, making beds rock, cause me and two sisters don't have the same pops. I see why my brother is double digits in kids, and why I'm lucky only to be the same with chicks. This is human nature, it is what it is. It's nothing I made up, dismiss what is foolish. So Cindy already had sin in her name, so I already was in sin before I came. Back in 86, when the 80s hits was talking about Eileen, even Billie Jean. Now at 32, I understand everything. Why some would really wish it was all in just a dream. But it's not a dream. But it's not a dream. But it's not a dream. Yeah. Y'all heard about the little lemon fleeces white as snow? And y'all already know how that story's told. Now you're gonna hear about the lemons black as coal. Cindy had a little lemon fleeces black as coal.
Do you have a friend or relative that would find value in this episode? Please share it. And you can let them know that if they'd prefer to watch, I always put these episodes on YouTube. So check that out in the show notes. And if you watch on YouTube, consider subscribing, because just as when you subscribe to this podcast and get notification when new episodes are out, the same will happen if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just Talking About Jesus. And then you won't miss an episode. Speaking of subscribing, are you getting my newsletters? These not only tell the guest stories, but also include pictures and links to the website and YouTube. I also add a little about my life, and who doesn't want to know that?